why it's a fraudulent.
Okay, so here's all I'm going to explain to you, and this is all being recorded and very peacefully. We know the child is inside, and a judge has commanded us to retrieve the child.
Right, but they
So
they said last night on the CPS people.
Okay.
They said there was no medical care.
I don't have any information or input into what goes into an order or who testifies in front of a judge if that's not true or true. All I can tell you is they went to the court this morning. Judge Bob Meadows signed this order, and it commands us by any reasonable force necessary to enter this premises and retrieve the child. So I'm being very peaceful. I'm not. I don't want nobody to get hurt, nobody to get arrested, no property to get damaged. But I assure you, we are coming inside and we're going to check the welfare of the child. So however that needs to happen as peaceful as possible. I am an advocate for peace and harmony in the community, but I assure you, we have to come in. So I don't know what else to tell you. I've told you, I've showed it to you, and we have to come in. So however you want to make that happen peacefully, I'm all about it.
Even if they're filing an injunction at the moment.
The injunction is not in place at this time. A circuit judge elected by the Ford County area has commanded me and my deputies to enter this premise and secure the child. There's nothing else I can do. Injunction means nothing to me. It's not in place. She hasn't shown up at the courthouse and presented anything. So again, this is about we're winding down on all the warnings I can give you that we're coming in.
She'll have her opportunity in civil court.
Absolutely,
to
absolutely.
This, but
I am not making, and I'm not passing judgment on who's right or who's wrong.
No.
All I'm
She'll
telling you
have
is
her opportunity.
we have to come in.
I understand.
I'm Lieutenant Savita with the Sheriff's Office. So everything they told you is exactly true. We have to take the child into custody. There's no ways around it. So it would be behooved and what I'd really like to see is just cooperate with us. We'll come in, we'll talk to her, we'll get the baby, and then we're out of here. And it's as simple as that. We're not here to harm anybody. We have to follow the judge's order. So we're not trying to cause you any problems. We wouldn't do that.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
They're going to open the door anyway.
Why? You guys can't. It's her house. Why do you have to bust into her house?
We're hoping that you open the door so we can go and talk to her, and we can do what the.
I know, but it's her house. It's private property. There's no reason for you guys to come into her house right now.
But we know she's here, and we don't want to go down that route.
What route?
If we have to,
We don't want to have to force our way in.
Why though? Why do you have to force your way in to get a child?
I'm sorry, sir?
Why do you have to force your way in to get a
Because
child?
we have an order from a judge to take the child into custody.
Why?
It doesn't matter why.
It doesn't matter why.
I've read it to you. She just read it.
We weren't in court. We weren't in court for the presentation of why.
So you're just the ones that are just going to come and take the kid.
Correct.
We're the ones that are just given. We're told to come.
So you don't even. So you don't even. But what I'm saying, guys, is that you're not questioning why you're coming in to take this child. Why?
Because somebody presented evidence to a judge that allowed him to sign a paper.
I know, but you guys should use discernment of that and figure out why.
But
Don't get upset. Don't
I'm
get
not upset, but you're hindering.
No, I'm not
you're
hindering. I'm not
hindering
hindering.
investigation.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just asking why that you guys aren't discerning for yourself why you're coming to get this child. That's all. That's all I'm asking.
Well, number one, we weren't in court this morning with it. We were just.
I know.
told
I
to
understand.
do this. So, we have a judge, it's like a warrant. So
A warrant for a child?
No, listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
It's as similar as like a warrant.
Yeah.
If we have a felony warrant for someone, we're going to arrest them. We're not going to look into why the judge signed the warrant.
To take a newborn infant?
I'm talking an adult.
I know, but every situation. I know, but every situation's different. That's all I'm saying is that every situation's different. You guys are. It's not like there's a drug dealer here and you guys have a warrant for his arrest.
Right.
It's a baby. It's a newborn baby. So so you don't question that though. I know that's what confuses me. That's all. I'm just using common sense. Is all I'm doing. And I'm saying, does that confuse you guys? That you would think that why would you want to come here and come into a private woman's home and ask to come take a child? That's trafficking a child.
Because we have a judge's order that.
I know, but you're legally going to traffic this child after it's been born it's been on this planet for 5 days.
The judge's order.
I know, but I know the judge's order. What I'm saying, guys, is that you shouldn't be doing this in the first place.
We have an order from a judge. The child goes to DCF.
Wow. So the child's going to go straight to DCF.
That is
And
correct.
so just taking the child away from its mother.
Because the judge found reason for DCF.
And you don't question that reasoning.
Sir,
I know, but I'm just, you guys are supposed to protect and serve, so I'm confused by this whole process.
Yes, we are, and that's what we do.
I know, but I've never been in a situation like this, and I'm confused by it because you're supposed to protect and serve, but you're coming to get a child. For whatever reason that the judge says so.
We have a judge's order.
I know.
And it was based on, the baby saw a doctor yesterday.
Yeah.
DCF showed up at my house last night and told me that the child had not had medical care, and that was not true.
Okay.
And we can produce the doctor's info that she went to the doctor. So the judge saw fraudulent evidence.
Yeah.
Then you're going to have to take that. She's going to have to get a lawyer, and you're going to have to take that evidence that you have and present that at a later date. But today we have an order to retrieve this child, to return the child over to DCF, and we want to do it very peacefully. We don't want any problems.
No, neither do we.
Protect and serve the community.
I know you do, guys, but I just don't know. I don't understand why.
All it is cooperation. I assure you.
So what happens if, let's say this, like you guys decide to go, okay, you know what? This doesn't, to us, we got a warrant. We're supposed to get this baby. But it doesn't really make sense because the baby.
It's not a warrant. It's an order to take the child.
Order to take child. So I know it's an order to take the child, but you guys are coming here to protect and serve. But you're ordered to take a newborn baby from its mother. So I don't understand where the common sense behind that is for you.
There was evidence presented to the judge that led the judge to sign an order for us to come.
I know. I get it.
Listen, we don't have to do it. We could let her turn the baby over to DCF.
Fine. So if you don't have to do it, then you guys go on your way, and then she'll decide if she returns to the DCF.
Come in and take the child.
That's fine, but you guys should just go. That's what I'm trying to get across to you, Savita. Is that I know, but you guys use your own discernment and say, you know what? It looks like we're not going to be able to get the baby today. Let's just try another time, or let her go ahead and do it on her own to DCF. Why?
Because we're here. We're responsible now. We know that the child is in here.
DCF's right here.
DCF is right here, so let's do it. Let's do it that
Where's
way.
DCF?
They're coming. I don't have a problem with you letting DCF in, if that's how you want to play the game. Because I don't really.
I'm not playing a game. No, don't say that. Don't say that. All I'm doing is questioning you guys. That's all I'm doing is using my own questioning discernment to figure out why this is so important to come get this child at an emergency, like the child is endangered. I know, but it doesn't make any sense to me. I know you guys got to do a job, but sometimes your job has to side with the citizens of the community too. Huh?
I told him to let's get DCF up here.
Don't you guys see how this is kind of on borderline criminal that what you're doing? Don't you see that?
We're not doing anything criminal.
How? You're taking a child from
having a conversation. It's not.
I know,
the
but
judge signed an order.
I know.
So,
I know, but does that make the judge? Does that make the judge him in the right? You know, when you guys discern for yourselves, when you guys discern for yourself as a human being and go, is it really the judge's right to take somebody to put something through to take a child away from them, their mother like that? You guys don't see
listen, I'm not
the gray area that just.
I'm not
all right.
here to have the.
I know.
To debate
I know.
That conversation.
I got you.
I'm not.
I know.
We have an order from a judge. Okay, DCF is here. The child is to be turned over.
So here's the physical copy of the order. Okay. Investigations is on their way over here. So they're like my lieutenant, like my sergeant said before. There's a peaceful resolution to this, and you guys can go to court and fight in court, and that's the way it has to go. So.
I know, but but you know what though? You know what? She's been fighting in court. She's been fighting for the other 3 kids in court. So this is good. I know, guys. Listen, let me.
I've heard you. I've been saying.
I know, but
we're going around.
I don't see why we can't get you a copy of it.
There's only one outcome to this.
what is it?
That baby either goes with DCF or us. One of the two.
Why?
Well, peacefully, or you're gonna steer yourself down that path if that's what you so choose.
What path?
All right, so let's get back on track.
See, look,
Let's get back on track.
you guys get all aggravated though. All right.
I'm not aggravated.
I know you're not. They are. They're getting aggravated.
fine.
Both Dilks is getting all aggravated. He's all pumped up. Why is he all pumped up like that?
Here's the thing.
He's
We're
dating.
just asking for.
I know, but he scares me, man. That's not. I'm worried
Just
about that
asking for
guy.
cooperation. I'm going to bring DCF up here. Okay?
All right.
We're going to resolve this peacefully.
So this is the caseworker, case manager. She's waiting on the investigation.
No, I don't. I have not tried to flee from you at all. You all are help because you are making these things
She don't want her
up.
mom.
I don't know who she's talking to.
Yes, I will. I talked
Did
with
you
her
see
last
that?
night and I have it on video.
I couldn't see the bottom part.
What?
Because in the best interest of the child to remain out of the mother's home at this time, the child will be receiving safe and proper care. Continuation of the child in the mother's home is contrary to the welfare of the child, which there is a report, because the home situation presents a substantial and immediate danger, which is not true
This is not
because they
true.
were
See,
supposed.
that's what I was trying to
know,
say.
But they were supposed to come Wednesday and
Yeah.
for a home study, and I cleaned my house for 2 days for the home study, and they never showed up. So they're lying.
Okay. And you can present that. Because
Right.
I don't know anything about.
Okay, but
this
I'll let
case.
them know that. Services, reasonable efforts to eliminate the need for removal of the child from the home have been made. However, there's continued need for out-of-home placement to ensure safe well-being.
Knows that I am a good mother.
And reunification with the mother and father at this time would be contrary to the best interest of both. The department have placement and care
Illegal. That's a
under the protective of home placement. Robert Meadows.
What are you talking about? Who's taking advantage of me?
Let me see who she's talking to. Okay, I'll be right back.
I am right, Tiffany, and you have no